Welcome back to my channel. I'm Will, Willovision Online. It's day 6 at the Eurovision Song Contest 2021 in Rotterdam. The rehearsals continue this morning with Malta completing the lineup for semi-final 1, continuing later with some of the countries for semi-final 2. It's getting very exciting, Pat, isn't it? On my video yesterday, I said that Vasil from North Macedonia has the best voice of the contest. He certainly has the best male voice, but the best female voice, that has to be Destiny. This morning, she was back on the stage, but she wasn't wearing pink now. She's changed to silver. Silver, the colour that is dominating so many stage costumes this year. She has retained the pink boots, and she stands out a lot more from her backing dancers, with them continuing to wear that hot pink. From the various run-throughs, she's hitting her marks, and her voice is so strong. It's phenomenal. At the point when she's coming down from the upper platform, they seem to have worked around shots for that, so we can't see her approaching it and potentially watching her step. And that's a good thing, because it feels like she goes from being up at the back to down the front, and we don't see how. That is how it should be. Use of pyro this morning. They tried this out in the first rehearsal, and now the spark shower is even stronger than it was before. It seems like it's been lowered as well, and the effect that it gives at that particular point in the song when she is belting it out is a real moment for this performance. There's just no question, Destiny is definitely going to the grand final, and Destiny could possibly be the winner. Oh, Senhit, you tease. She's back for San Marino. Adrenalina. But her mask has had somewhat of a makeover. Those pictures of the Madonna and Child are gone, replaced by pictures of her and Flowrider with question marks. Someone is working the PR machine to perfection. Lighting and cameras have been worked well to hone, especially that opening shot where she's completely bathed in dark and then suddenly we get to see the mask. I think that's a really clever, that's a really strong way to open the performance. One little thing I noted, when the mask is being removed and her microphone has to be taken from her and then handed back, the timing there is just a tiny bit off. So she's getting it, but it does feel like it's rushed to have it back. All of the fun, the flamboyancy, the campery is at play in this performance. And to further build on the Flowrider will he won't he be there, she even says, "Hello Rotterdam, are you ready to Flowrider with me?" I think the answer to that is yes. Yes, we are. But she's confident, she's assured, she's energetic, she's smiling. It's a party song, and San Marino are going back to the grand final. From the flamboyance and the pageantry of Adrenalina with Senhit and maybe Flowrider, maybe not Flowrider, comes the altogether different vibe of Uku Suviste for Estonia. Visually, it looks like the camera work is much tighter today, and he's certainly doing Torment well on that stage. Something technical that I hadn't noticed on the first rehearsal is that lights similar to those that are used in the Belgian entry are placed around the stage floor, and they add to the drama with vibrant flashing on that performance area. He was vocally better today. All of the elements are there for this song, but it remains to be seen if it can qualify. Cristo for the Czech Republic, wearing glasses today. It feels like he's come back today with a completely different attitude. From his first rehearsal, it felt like he was trying too hard to play up to something that he may not be. But today, it feels like he was himself, and that's a far better choice when it comes to Eurovision. Today, this was much better, flowing a lot smoother than it had done in the first go. Something that I noticed that I wanted to make mention of is at the end of the song, he puts his mic down, but as it's still live, you hear it thud, mic drop style, on the floor. Just a little thing. From today, I would say that this is now perfectly adequate, but as a benchmark, that may not be enough to get this through to the grand final. Along with Ireland, trying something different with their staging this year, it's Greece, Stefania and Last Dance. This is where green screen is being used live. There still seems to be things that need to be worked through. A lot of shadow and light is getting onto the performers and onto the platforms, which then means that visually it's not looking as polished and as professional as it needs to. They still have more rehearsal time to work on this, and it was certainly an improvement from her first go. But when the ghost dancers are performing and it's meant to be closed dancing and you're not meant to see the rest of the body, you can clearly see, unfortunately, because of the lights, the outline of the rest of the body. So that part isn't working. She has a terrific voice live. She looks amazing. My favourite part is when all the green screen is done and it's her out on stage with her dancers when we can see them, and she actually smiles at the end, but she's very serious throughout because of the message of the song. This ends on a fast zoom out, which I think is a really great final burst. After her last run through in these rehearsals, the applause was huge in the Ahoy. I'm thinking Greece are going to get through. I'm thinking this is going to be a qualifier, but we're going to keep a close eye on the rehearsals to come. The second rehearsal for Vincent Bueno for Austria with Amen. The way this opens is really beautiful and how it establishes on stage. The use of lights are so effective in bringing across that message of mourning for a relationship that's ended. As he walks forward, it's really compelling. He really did give it his everything in this, and his voice is sounding well. I really do believe him. I would like to think voters and juries would too. He's doing the message and the song justice. There's no denying that Vincent Bueno is an incredibly talented artist. Austria's qualification rests on his shoulders. For Poland next, Rafał and The Ride. You know, this song seems to have so many key components that have brought success in Eurovision for the last 2 decades. It's got Swedish production behind it, it's got dance moves, it's got the lights and the show. But having watched it through again and again, I have to say that I feel like it won't be easy for this song to secure a place in the grand final. Poland missed out in 2018 and 2019, and my fear is come next Thursday night, that might be a hat-trick that they don't want to have on their record. I don't believe that we'll be going to Warszawa 2022. For Moldova, sugar, it's Natalia Gordienko. I was quite surprised in the first rehearsal by the theme that they had gone with here. I felt that they had missed out on a trick by not employing all of those fantastic, fun, colourful elements from the video on the stage performance. But today, the main thing that has brightened it all up is that she's smiling. She begins the performance sat on her dancers, who effectively are her human chair, and she is loving it. She is most definitely playing for fun now. The tone from her is so important, and she's smiling so brightly, and that for me is a huge plus. At least now it's like she's having fun with us. The breathy and suggestive nature of her vocals are really playful. And casting a closer eye on the revolving diamond set piece, I noticed that in the centre there is a static circle, so that will explain why she's able to stay in place. I did not pick that up in the first rehearsal. The last note, sustain, was strong today. Is it built in? Is it live? She certainly makes it look like she's singing it live. And her end pose is very like Marilyn Monroe meets Yugoslavia 1990. Daði Freyr for Iceland, 10 years. I'm loving the wind machine moment and the wait at the end for the pyro and steam. Thank you, Europe, he says. This is most definitely ready for the final, so please enjoy these photos. Last up in the second semi-final for now, Serbia, Hurricane Loco Loco. A few changes today in terms of hair. Looks like they were trying colourful under-eye makeup, but they're still fierce. It really is all hair, pose, 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 and they're definitely standing out from the crowd. I'm starting to feel a bit Loco Loco for them myself. It's day 6 at the Eurovision Song Contest 2021. Some of the second semi-finals have performed. This afternoon, the Big Five and the Netherlands take to the stage. A video for that will be uploaded later. I'd be delighted if you liked this video. Please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.